What?
Nothing. He's bread. I was like,
Do you want to? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna have to scoot it over.
gonna grow some bread.
You know, because I like to be on camera.
You know.
Okay, so how can we get this wider? Wide lens.
Turn it sideways.
True, but then, yeah, but then are people gonna be able to see it that way? I don't. I don't think so. Wait a minute. I don't think that thing will. Mackenzie, can you hold the babies? You're the babysitter.
Babysitter part 2. This time we gotta put baby food. Coming up to me, smashing his face in my boobs, and then bouncing, making me bounce him.
We need a table. We need like a small table. I know. I'm sorry. I like to look at myself. What can I
it's
say?
okay. There you go.
Okay. So we're gonna do a reading for a bird. No. We're gonna call her BB.
Yeah.
Get my Instagram
Probably
card on
walk on the floor.
here. Okay. I know those weren't for the love story. So Bree, do we want to focus on love, opportunities, careers, health?
Love.
Wow. Listen, I didn't get scolded at the other day, but they just like said something and I was like, oh, I'm focusing too much on love again. But I mean, you have to, like, how can you not? Like, when you have like a huge heart, how can you not want to be with someone and want to fucking, well, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean it that way, but like, you know, yeah, but who wants to fucking sleep alone? I am so fucking tired of sleeping. That was great. We got fucking, wait, no. Maybe they wanted the fucking butter. We gave them the bread. Okay, there's your butter. Y'all happy now? Just, yeah, whatever. Just leave it. Okay, so we're gonna cleanse the space for any of the energy that comes in while we're here. Puppy sitter. Rock your baby. Like the other word's chasing tea. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm sorry, like this is like irritating me because I didn't clean my area today, and so we have all these cards anyway. We don't want to do the heartbreak cards, right?
Maybe later.
Okay.
Or do you think we should do that first? Do what cards you think.
In your current situation, you're going kind of through a breakup, right? So, I mean, there's cards that are gonna let you know, but the thing is I want you to know that even if the cards tell you something, I'm gonna make sure you don't leave this house in a negative vibration, because I just can't. Okay, so no matter what they tell you, either here on this video or later afterwards, I'm gonna tell you how to flip that around, okay? So, probably, I'll just do it on the video, but, okay? I don't know if I want to start out with that. I'm gonna pull a card from the love story first, because, I mean, that's how it all started, right? Asking the guys to pull energy through to give Bree a message from her love's higher self. was a whole stack.
So that one is her.
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. We got 3. I still love you.
They did tell me that.
No one makes me feel like you do. I don't want anyone else but you. So that being said, I wouldn't touch the heartbreak cards. I wouldn't touch them because you just got your answer. And we already discussed earlier, like, you know this. You already knew this. This isn't anything new. You already knew that he felt this way. Okay? So now, like, the process is working on you. Okay? Focusing on you, giving yourself self-love because I know you. I know you're a lot like me. You're a little hard-headed and you take care of everybody else and worry about everybody else but yourself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I say something that you don't agree with, you don't just tell me. Okay, it's okay.
I agree.
This is why it's like this because I have known Bree since you were what, like 7? Was it younger or older?
Probably been
She was young, and so like when it comes to doing readings for people that I know personally, especially for this long, sometimes it's a little bit harder because it's like, huh?
9-10 years. So yeah, like
years.
8 or 9.
Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, but anyway, so if something that comes through doesn't resonate with you, feel free to be like, no, I'm not feeling that, because then I need to go in to where it either happen or it's gonna happen, and we flip it around. Okay, so you know that he feels this way. So now we let go, and that's what we're gonna focus on right now. Okay. So now we gotta focus on Bree, which, well, we gotta put these with the Lovers cards because I almost put them over with Heartbreak. Nope, not Heartbreak. No Heartbreak. Okay. What you focus on, I'm gonna write this down. Although I don't think this one's gonna work. No, that one's not gonna work. Let's see, will that show up on the? That's what I should have got today. Some more markers. I know, what's up with these pens? Like, what the hell?
Will they show up?
Yeah, we can try it. Can I grab my water real quick? What I'm gonna write is what you focus on is what you get. Did I take that big water out of here?
I think Cooper did.
I need to get some water tomorrow. Okay, what you focus on. Okay, that one's done. Did I miss? What you focus on is what we can redo. We can redo that, make it a cuter one, or whatever. What you focus on is what you get. So if you sit and you focus on the pain, you're gonna keep getting that pain. So as long as you focus on the pain, you're gonna get that back in return. So you want to feel, because you don't want to think you don't want to not feel the pain, because I know you're a lot like me. Like as young kids, we were suppressed of allowing to express our feelings, and I don't want you to do that at all. Like, that's not what I'm telling you not to. Like, I want you to feel, okay? But you don't want to focus so much on the pain, because if you focus, I know it's kind of like sounds contradictory, but like if you focus on him coming back and focus on the good memories, not the bad ones, if you're gonna focus on him, you want to focus on the good stuff, because that's what you're gonna get more of. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But he told you like he needs some time for himself. He probably does. So you're gonna allow him to do that. So you're gonna focus on you. You're gonna do things that makes Bree feel good. You're gonna find out, like, do you know what your purpose is? Yeah, do you know?
Not really.
Like, okay, so in your heart, like, think back for as far back as you can remember. What's the thing that made you most happiest when you were doing it? You don't know? Okay, so that's something we need to work on. Okay, that right there is something we need to work on. We need to remove the blocks. So we're gonna say, oh, let's see. That's not the right one. Bless you.
Thank you.
No, I don't want to say that. We don't want to say that. We want to speak as if it's hot. Or it already is. I almost picked up a colorful pack of the bigger ones, like this size. I have clear vision on my desires. And oh my gosh, oh. And if I misspell something, sorry, that happens. You have faith, like you have faith, like you believe there's a higher power bigger than us, okay. And opportunities and my connection. I'm gonna put source, okay, just source. I'm gonna put source. I was gonna put the divine, but let's just put source right now. You knew he said he loves you, but we're gonna focus on you. I love myself more than pain. I can't tell if it's
I think it's Bandit. Yeah, it's Bandit. Mallory's right.
what is it? Whoa. You wanna hold him? Let's see. I don't know, I feel like those are a good start. Let me think for a second. I'm trying to focus with like the dog because it's like I know I got to be able to do this without things distracting me. So I'm trying to I'm trying to stay connected here.
Bandit.
sunshine cards. Now, with this card, it's like we want to embrace that passion and that fire inside of us, right? But you also, you have to remember, you have to decide what, like, I don't know if you ever listen to any law of attraction stuff, but Abraham Hicks talks about having a stick and what side you put more stuff on is which way it's going to go. So, when you get into situations, okay, that, like, especially because you wanted to focus on love, especially the things that you heal for yourself, and it's not necessarily heal because I hate that word because we are already whole. It's just we've had so many limitations placed upon us by other people that we're releasing is what it is. Okay, you cannot entertain the nonsense. You know what I mean by that? Like I know. Because trust me, I get, if you want to use the word trigger, I get triggered by my kids, and you know I'll dive right on in there with them. You know, sometimes the thing is that the more and more you are aware that what's happening, and you shift your focus the other way, and not partake in the bickering or whatever have you it is that you know is toxic. Okay, I hate that word toxic, but toxic because we're trying to release those things. We're trying to release things that have happened to us in the past. We're trying to release traumas and all those kinds of things. Okay, so you have to, like, sometimes it happens and we're not aware because we're already in it. We're already in it, and it's already fucking swirling, and you just got to ride it out. At some point, when you can realize, and I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna take you back out of it in a minute. When you realize it's happening, you might not be able to with the person that's in front of you, but you have to, in your mind, start saying these to yourself because you're gonna be reading these and you're gonna start remembering, and those things will trigger these, which will trigger you to switch. And the faster you switch, the faster you're gonna get back over here is where you want to be. Now we want it to be balanced, but you know there's a fine line between taking someone's shit and being too letting them walk all over us, whatever. But you just sometimes your piece is priceless, period. But what matters most to you, the relationship or a problem within the relationship?
The relationship.
Yeah. So these problems need to be non-problems. It's a problem because somebody's not willing to work on something, or somebody's triggering something, whether it be you, whether it be him, whoever. You have to stop partaking in it. And he's a willing partner, you're a willing partner, we're all when we do this stuff, we're all willing partners. It's not just one person. It's like we're not gonna say it's this person's problem. You know, we're aware. We're doing it too, so we know we're part of the problem when we're doing it. You just have to stop doing it, okay? And you're young, but you guys are learning that. You younger generation are learning this shit so much faster than we did that you'll get through it faster. And then I'm not gonna say you're not gonna have ups and downs, but it's gonna be like fucking smooth sailing. But
He didn't it broke out of the cage.
who?
I don't know.
He said he don't want to be in there. Hey, can you please not bite my toes? Thank you very much.
Hitting mine out. Hitting my feet.
Come here. What is in your mouth? Do you have a dust buddy? You have a dust. No, so let me see if I can get him. Come here. Come here, Tubby. Okay. Are you gonna let him out? So, like, you understand, like, is that...
Yeah.
And listen, the same thing that we're talking about here works in any situation for anything that's going on that you're having a hard time processing and releasing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it works for anything, okay? So, like, when you get those thoughts in your head, those negative thoughts, and you start beating yourself up, as soon as you become mindful of them and you know that that's what those are, because it's not real, okay? It's not real, okay? The good voices in our head are real. We want to listen to the good things, okay? But when you're sitting there what is that? Like when you're sitting there, because listen, I do it all fucking time. Like not all the time, but I'm getting a lot better about it. But I still catch myself doing it. You know, I still catch myself doing it. It's a process, and hopefully one day I'll wake up and it's just gonna be magically delicious, and I'm not like, you know, whatever, blah 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 blah. You know, it's a process. But like I said, you guys are getting this so much quicker. So can you? He probably needs to go outside. It's just, you have to be mindful and aware that it's doing, like, you have to be aware of it so you can shut it down right away, okay? However you have to do that to make it easier for you, we'll just, that's something that we can do if you want to work on something like that. We can do that, like, that will be off camera, like, we can figure that out. But, like, I know that the self-affirmation cards work extremely well for me, like in listening to the law of attraction stuff, because it really works, because what you believe that you deserve is what you're gonna get. And if you sit here and you beat yourself up and think that you don't deserve a loving relationship, you're not gonna get that loving relationship because you don't believe that you deserve it. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's a learning process. This whole thing is a learning process, but it's doable. Okay? It's totally doable, and you can have anything your heart desires. But the thing is that you have to make sure, like, you're so young, like, you have to make sure that you know who you are and where you're going, because, you know, you've got this person in your life right now at the vibration that you're at right now. Like, is this really the one? Or could there be someone, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to be your best self, so you're clearing out all of that, what do we call it? What do you say, clutter? Well, yeah, clutter in our brain, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of fucking clutter that people's put there, and we fucking let them. I mean, we're guilty of it, you know? We all do it. We all had it done to us. Like, I just totally lost my concentration. What were we talking about? Cleaning out the clutter. Did you say Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ Superstar. Jesus, I used the word earlier, the limiting beliefs, okay? I could tell you something one day, and a couple days later, I'm like, nah, we learned something different. We've moved on from this, that. You know what I mean? Like, we're evolving, so things are always changing. Okay? So, have your, hold on, let me write this down. My heart is open to all possibilities. And I'm gonna put arrow in opportunity. Did I already write that?
Oh, you put, I have clear vision of my desires and opportunities.
Okay. There's that one. Now, if you go through these cards and you're really just not feeling some of them, just set them aside for now because maybe you're just not ready for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your body will know. Like, you know, it's a process. Like, you know, you guys are young, but it's like I also know that you guys are all ready to be with your person too. Like, and you're a little bit more aware of the twin flame thing. We don't know where you got that
Maybe
from.
my phone is literally twin flame. That's what our names are, but it's still.
We won't discuss who brought that into the current situation. Anyways, there is a divine partner. You do have a divine partner, whether we want to call it twin flame or what we want to call it. But like, that's what you're finding out right now. And you want to know all of this. Like, you'd rather find out now than wait 10 years down the road or 20 years down the road and get divorced and have to start it all over again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but we're gonna keep those for now. And then here, you can keep this little thing. I'll just get some more of these. I probably have some somewhere. That's a good little idea. And then we'll add to it as we need to. If I'm like, oh, you know, I'm thinking about you and I have stuff come through, I'll write it down and I'll just give it to you so you can keep adding to it. Or if we need to sit down more and, you know, just spend a little bit of time because like if you're fine and you don't need anything to talk about, you're feeling good because you want to do the things that make you feel good. You don't want to do anything that makes you feel bad. You want to stay in that high vibration because that's what's going to get you quicker to your destiny and your divine path, okay? Not that you're not on it, but we're blocking it.
Yeah.
It just gets you through that stuff quicker, okay? I'm gonna pull a couple from this. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say from these cards. This is I Am Light. These are my own personal oracle decks that I'm making. Yeah, I'm throwing out a shameless little plug there. 'Cause I'm shameless.
It's a good show.
Oh, wait, that's the one show with, yeah. You know whose son that one guy is? That's Tom Hanks' son, and I didn't even know that.
Ooh.
The redheaded boyfriend. The boy.
Oh, Nikki.
Is that his name?
The one that's in and out of jail.
Yeah. I didn't know that was Tom Hanks' son.
I didn't either. No idea.
That was fucking crazy. I was like, what?
He's dating the girl from Jesse, blonde one.
Peyton. No, that's Ian.
Okay, we have laughter,
Cameron.
which we just talked about. That's just telling you I know what I'm talking about. That's confirmation. Ooh. You know I'm connected. You've known me for a while. You all probably knew before I fucking did. I'm just being me. Like, I don't know that it's anything different. We've got forgiveness, but this is mostly for self.
Yeah.
Because,
I do need to do a lot of self-forgiveness.
see, I forgive myself for everything or anything.
I forgive myself for everything.
And really, I'm not saying that you have to say it out loud. You don't have to do that. But whatever you think that you did, more than likely, wasn't your fault. But we're forgiving ourselves for believing that it was. That's big.
Yep. That's
Sorry if I spit.
You
You know what I'm saying? Because you and I have been through especially after what you told me tonight, you and I have been through very, very, very similar situations. Okay? Very. Well, we already knew a lot of it was very similar, but that was more. You always have known that I've had like a special little connection with you anyway. Brie would always come up running to me. She used to always make me feel so good. She'd come running, she'd be like, and I'd be like, oh, Brie, I love you. Okay, prosperity, which you're already working on that because you're doing great with what you're doing, right? So you're in a good place with that, right? Okay, so that's something good to focus on because you know you're having no issues, okay? You are the gift. You are the gift to him. You are the gift to any person that you're around. Do you understand that? That's something that we have been told we're not special.
Been thinking I'm a burden.
Yeah. And that sucks. That's fucking heavy to have put on you. And I am sorry for that to have been put on you by me or anybody else because I know you and I have had our little, but I was also going through some shit with Kyle and like that was a lot. Not that it's an excuse, but like not that I like ever fucking beat you because I never put my hands on especially someone else's kids. But sometimes words can hurt. Yeah, words hurt, but they're just fucking words, and it's like they hurt, and yes, I fucking know they hurt just as bad as like getting fucking hit sometimes. But like, you have to remember that the parent, the person that did those things to you, I don't want to like throw people out there under the bus, especially with us being unalive. But you and I, again, very similar situations. We are not responsible for their behavior. You know what I'm saying? You're not responsible. Especially, I'm big on like, I don't even think it's up until 18. I think that until your kid is like ready to really fucking leave the nest, it's still your responsibility to be a good, decent human being and like teach people like good, loving things about themselves. But you have to remember, without saying names, the people that taught us didn't know how to love themselves properly either. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, and I need to stop saying that. Why do I keep saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You do know what I'm saying. Alignment. You are always in alignment. Can you go get him, please? Zeus! Hold on a second. Can you go get him? Get him here. You're always in alignment. You're removing all those limiting, oh my God, what do I call it? My brain. The limiting beliefs that keep us from believing that we're in alignment. You haven't sinned. You haven't done anything wrong. You don't have anything to ask for forgiveness for. Okay? You were only because you were so young. Like you only know what you've been taught. Okay? I mean, of course you know, but
I have like a
volcano again.
Like, for example, even though it's still alive, because I know it's gonna be like.
I won't post it. We'll edit it if we have to.
But like, for example, like him saying like I'm like my dad, like yeah, that's what I'm referring that to.
Can you forgive him for that? I mean, you don't really have to forgive him. He has to forgive himself. Like, that's something he did. That's on him. That has nothing about you. He picked something that he knew was going to go straight to your heart, and it wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. It wasn't fair, okay? But, yeah, he was upset. But that's the kind of thing, you have already been through so much shit in your life. You don't want to fucking be in a relationship that you're being, every time you say something that he takes the wrong way, or every time he says something that you take the wrong way, and then it's this fucking whirlwind of fucking tornado bullshit behavior with each other. That's what we're trying to get away from.
Yeah, just fix it.
Yeah, as long as you can fix it and get out ahead of it now because you guys are so young, everything will be fine. but he has to understand, and you have to understand, like, you have to understand his little, what do you want to call them, like,
Triggers.
well, not, yeah, triggers, but also, yes, you need to be aware of those, but I mean, we're trying to heal those so they don't keep triggering us, but sometimes those things are there for a reason, and we just don't know what they're there for yet, okay? But you know, once you know, it's the process of getting past, what are y'all barking at now? It's the process of removing all of those limiting beliefs and all of those things that have been placed upon you, so you don't keep, as soon as something bad happens, you go back into your shell and you go back into that defense mode, is what I call it, survival mode. Because I've been living it. Like, I had a really good, I feel like I was doing really good for a really long time. And then this stuff, going through with Kyle, which I call my tower moment for myself and the whole family, because that just shook everything up, So, okay, so mindfulness, which is the same thing we were just talking about, you're aware of it. And sometimes we slip in and out of that consciousness and being aware, but try to be more here. Can I have something to drink? Just try to be more aware. It's a process, and don't beat yourself up over it. Okay. Money flows to you easily. Which it has been, right? That's like a really good thing.
All the time.
Yeah, but don't forget to
Yeah.
have some fun too, which you're gonna start adding that into there, which will also help with everything else. Because the more time you spend focused on other things than the thing you want the most, that you have contrast being thrown in there that's giving you that, put you in that, what do we want to call it? I don't want to say depressed state, because it's not always a depressed state, but it's just, and I hate the word victim mentality, just being hurt.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to be sad, because sometimes shit is fucking sad. But the longer we hold on to the hurt and the pain, the longer we're gonna stay there. So we're trying to feel through it. You're acknowledging it. That's a huge thing. That's the first, that's the first step to healing, is acknowledging it. And even if it's something that you don't like about yourself, you acknowledge that you see it, and you just let it fucking go. Because it doesn't matter, because people love you for you. People love me for me, my craziness. It's like, people, it doesn't really matter. Everybody's got something. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's got some super special power that we're all here to do. And the quicker we learn to love ourselves, the quicker all of that shit that's blocking us from seeing that, the quicker we get there. And I wish that I was where I am now when I was y'all's age, because I'd been out there fucking killing it. Like I would have been out there trying out to be that fucking cheerleader for that sports team. Like, there was so many things I would have done. So like that's basically, it's easy, but it's the journey to get there.
It's hard.
It's not hard. It's just what you're willing to put the work in for. Like, you have the misconception of, and listen, don't get me wrong, because I do think that if we have all those blocks gone and we're in this, and we believe it enough, because we manifest stuff daily, but when you intentionally do it and you're intentionally knowing how powerful your mind and you are to heal yourself and like whatever, the quicker shit comes. Like manifesting stuff, like say, like what's something that you want, you've been wanting, and I don't want something with a bunch of contrast. I want something that you believe that you're gonna get. Okay, you were talking about a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
How soon did you want to get the tattoo?
Like next couple weeks.
Okay, and you know it's gonna happen, right? And it brings you joy. focus on that. Focus on the joy you're going to have by getting that tattoo. And you know you're going to do it because it's coming. It's in 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks. Okay? Anytime you start feeling bad, start thinking about that. Start thinking about the puppy. Start thinking about anything that just brings so much fucking joy into you. Because we need Bree to be in that joyful state as much as fucking possible. Okay? Because it's what's gonna bring you to the other side. Okay? Of this situation. Okay? Are you good? Yeah? Do you feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You're glowing a little bit, so I know you're good. Okay, so that's this reading, and this is Bree, and I'm glad I got to do my first reading live for Bree because it was just special. So, peace out, love y'all, see y'all later. Thanks for joining us. And this is Bree, one of my other kids that I got blessed with having in my life. Talk to y'all later.